So it's been roughly 3 years for me with note-taking, and it has been through these few years that I've learned that it all comes down to roughly 4 things that successful people do when taking notes. And I want you to stick through every single one of these because I truly believe that once you actually implement them, you are going to see huge results just like these successful people see. And for you, success can mean a whole lot of things. It could range from reaching a goal of yours, living a more happy life, living a more structured life. And all these 4 tips, they're going to help you with just exactly that. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. Now the first thing that successful people do when taking notes is that they schedule the day ahead. Now what this means for me is the night before, I'll lay out every single important thing that I need to do. This can cover a whole range of specific tasks such as what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna eat, but it could also cover more broad subjects such as just your overall plan for the day ahead. So for example, if you want to go on a run, if you have some big project in work, basically just prioritize the main things that you want to get done in the day. This is going to create a lot less resistance because having the notes right out in front of you is allowing you to think less and just do more. The second thing that successful people do is that they write down an idea that they have, no matter how insignificant or significant it may seem. Because honestly, creativity can come from a whole range of ideas, no matter how small or big they may seem. Because initially, something may seem very insignificant, but later on down the line, that thing may actually help you a lot. And this goes hand in hand with tip number 3, which is to basically just write down anything that you learn into categorized folders. So this could be something like diet, athletics, favorite quotes, any single thing that you want to learn, anything that you want to develop your intelligence in. It's important to create folders in here because then whenever you see something like an article, whenever you hear a certain statistic, whenever you learn something new or hear a certain quote, you can just input it right into that folder and then find it there later. The issue that a lot of us see is that our brains, we're not really that good at remembering things. We're very good at creating ideas, but when it comes down to the simple fact of just remembering it, we're not able to do it, especially years down the line. So something may seem insignificant at the moment, but if you note it down, you're going to be able to remember it by just recollecting the data that you noted in the first place, as opposed to your brain just completely forgetting it since you had no use to remember it in the first place. And I know that with Notion, there's actually a search bar function where you can pretty much search any single term or word or phrase that you typed in there, and it's going to bring you to that exact text that you typed, no matter how long ago it was. And then from there, you're going to be able to recollect the idea and use it for a reference. And I'd say that this tip here actually separates a ton of people because not everyone can actually remember everything that they've ever read or everything that they've ever heard. So the people who take notes, they're going to be able to recollect whatever they heard and read, while the other people will not be able to. So for me personally, it's helped a ton because whenever I forget something, boom, I can just relearn it like that. And since you're inputting something that you learned every single day, it's going to compound exponentially. And over time, you're going to realize that your intelligence went through the roof. Now, this brings me into number 4, which I'd say is actually the biggest thing that successful people use, and that is the fact that you can note down a whole plan to conquer the goal that you have. A huge issue that a lot of people have is that they have a goal, but they don't really know how to complete it. But that's because they don't take the time to note it down. They don't have the time to structure it and really see what the core problem is and why they can't actually complete it. And by noting down what problems you're going to see on the way, this is going to allow you to be prepared for whatever is there to come. So the system that I use with this is I pretty much just say what my goal is or what an issue is that I want to fix. From there, I identify all possible things that could work against me, such as, procrastination, and I'll do very specific things, right? I'll say, oh, well, this is an issue right here because it distracts me. This is an issue right here because it makes me tired. Then from there, I make solutions to these issues. Now with these solutions, that allows me to therefore complete that goal. There's a lot of other formats that you can use, and I can make a whole nother video on that. With that being said, I hope that this has served you well, because this is what me personally and a whole lot of other successful people use as means to be at the top. If you want to see a video like that, please feel free to comment down below and also subscribe. I'm uploading roughly every 4 days, and the videos are getting better and better. So with that being said, hope you found value in this one. Feel free to check out either of the videos right here, and I'll see you over there. I'm out. Be well. Peace.